Hi, book besties. So glad to have you back or to have you joining me for the first time. As you all know, because you clicked on this video, today I'm going to be doing Larry's beginning of the year book tag. If you don't know who Larry is, I will leave her account right here. I actually just found her and I absolutely love her. She's so funny. So it looks like we have 18 questions to answer today. So let's just jump right into it, guys. The first question is, how many books are you planning on reading in 2025? My Goodreads and my Fable, I have my goal set as 50 books, but I am hoping to exceed that. My goal last year was also 50 books and I exceeded it by, I think, 14 or 15 books. I think I read somewhere around 65 books last year, so that's kind of like a minimum for me. I would at minimum like to read 50 books, but I also don't believe in pushing myself into burnout. So how I'm going to accomplish reading more than 50 books is by switching out my scrolling time with reading. So I would really love to hit like 70 books or maybe 80 books. That would be so cool if I could read that many books. But as long as I make it to 50, I will be happy. The second question is a book you're likely to reread this year. So when I was thinking about this question, I actually thought of two books. The first one that I thought of was The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean. I absolutely love this book. I love the vibes of this book. I got my physical copy last year because when I originally read it, I got it from the library and I bought it immediately after returning it to the library. And I would love to go through and annotate it this year because I just love that book. It's such a vibe, truly. But the other book I thought of for this question was A Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. I also need to get the physical copy of this book and annotate it. I think I can firmly say that this is actually my favorite nonfiction ever. The third question is a priority read on your 2025 TBR. And guys, I literally cannot pick. There are so many books on my TBR that I would love to prioritize and that I hopefully will prioritize. So I narrowed it down to 5 that I am really interested in reading, but I made them standalones. So these are 5 standalones that I want to prioritize. A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini, Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop, I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman, and The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. These are all very like random genres, but they are just books that I have felt very drawn to recently or in the past few months. So I'm really looking forward to reading these ones. An author you won't be reading more books from this year. Don't hate me. I think for this one, it's going to be Stephanie Garber. Unfortunately, I really did not like her writing style in the Caraval series, and I felt very disconnected from the characters when I was reading it. I just couldn't get into the story, sadly. I know they're not a series, but they're in the same world, and Caraval came out first, so I figured I would read that series first and then read Once Upon a Broken Heart because that's the series I was most excited for. But now that I read through the Caraval series, I am not very excited to pick up Once Upon a Broken Heart, unfortunately. I haven't heard many bad things about that series, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get into it this year. Maybe if you guys can convince me in the comments, I will pick it up, but I don't know. Number 5 is something new you want to read, new genres or tropes. I couldn't really think of a specific trope, but something I definitely want is to read more diversely. And a genre that I would like to get into is actually horror. I am a little bit scared because I am a scaredy cat. So anything that's like really, really creepy or supernatural can be hard for me sometimes. So I don't think that I'm gonna like dive headfirst in and read like a bunch of them, but maybe like once a quarter I will read them because it's gonna take me quite a while to get unscared. And then once I am unscared from that book, I will pick up another one. But also I don't want to torture myself. So we'll just see how it goes. A popular book you want to read. There's a lot of popular books I want to read, but I did narrow it down to one, and that is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I've never heard anybody talk bad about this book. I have only heard good things about it. I'm not the biggest romance girly, but this is definitely one that's higher up on my list of romances to get to. My most anticipated 2025 book release is Oathbound by Tracy Deonn. If you've been here for a while, that probably is not a surprise. The Legendborn series was my favorite series last year and my favorite books of 2024. So this is kind of a given. Oathbound is the third and final book in the Legendborn cycle series, and I can't wait. It comes out in March. A bookish goal for 2025. The two main ones are that I want to pick up books that I'm genuinely excited to read. Last year I did a lot of the TBR jar, and I feel like with that I was kind of forcing myself to read books that I wasn't like overly excited to read, and I feel like it affects my ratings and it affects how I feel about the book. So I really just want to focus on picking up books that I'm so excited for. And also I want to DNF more. It's really hard for me to DNF. I really like to see things through, but as I've said in previous videos, there's just way too many books that I want to read for me to keep reading a book that I'm not interested in. A book that's been on your TBR that you probably won't ever read. This was kind of an interesting one, and I went back and forth. I don't think there's anything on my TBR that I'll never read, but I will say that I don't think I'll be picking up Emma by Jane Austen this year. Maybe I will. We'll see. I tried to read this early last year and I just could not get into it. I don't know if it was the headspace. I think a lot of it had to do with the writing style and kind of like the old-timey language that was being used. It was very hard for my brain to process. So I don't know if I'll be picking that one up. I really do want to read it because my grandpa got it for me. It's my namesake, and I would really just like to read that eventually, but I don't think I'm going to be reading it this year. Maybe in 2026 I'll be more brave. A series you want to read this year. I can't even tell you guys all of the series that are on my TBR. It would be a whole video. Maybe I should make a whole video of the series that I want to read. If you want that video, comment down below and let me know, and I will make that video. I just picked a chunk of them because there is a chunk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I picked 11 series for you that I want to read this year, but I'm probably not going to fully, obviously, read all of these. Rapid Fire, The Poppy War, An Ember in the Ashes, A Darker Shade of Magic, Magnolia Parks, The Brown Sister series, Iron Widow, The Inheritance Games, The Zodiac Academy, The Shepherd King duology, Throne of Glass, and The Naturals. There's like at least 20 or 25 more of those. There's so many series that I want to get into, which is another reason why I need to just DNF books, because I need to get to the ones that I'm very excited for. 11. Your auto buy authors going into 2025. To name a few: Tracy Deonn, obviously, Frederick Bachman, Mona Awad, Abby Jimenez, Emily Henry, and if Sarah J. Maas ever puts anything out, but I doubt it's going to be 2025 that she puts anything out. So, a book to show adaptation you're excited about this year. For this, my initial thought was that I would love to watch the adaptation of Beartown. I know that Beartown has already been adapted, and also I don't know if any of these are going to be coming out this year, but I know that Emily Henry is getting a bunch of adaptations, and I'm very excited for those as well. Number 13 is a sequel you're anticipating. I, for the life of me, could not think of a sequel that I'm anticipating. I'm still trying to think about a sequel that I'm anticipating, and I literally have got nothing. I've got nothing. So for that question, I am just going to say Oathbound. I know it's not a sequel. I know it's the last in the series, but... and also Sunrise on the Reaping, which is like kind of like a sequel prequel. If you know what I mean. One prequel already came out, and now here's a second prequel that we're getting. Bookish things you're leaving in 2024. Not DNFing. Buying books that I haven't read before, because I have so much on my TBR right now. I think I have something like 60 something books that are unread in the corner over there, and I just can't bring myself to buy more books. And also, I don't like the fact that I'm spending money on these books, even though I do thrift all my books, and then if I don't like them, I just like give them away. So a big thing that I'm going to do this year is to not purchase books unless I have already read them either through Kindle Unlimited or the library or something, and then I will purchase them if I love them. It just feels wasteful in terms of my money, but also it feels not great for the earth. Number 15 is what to expect from this account. I am so excited for this year and this account, and I really hope that we can grow and learn together, but you can definitely expect more videos like this. I personally love sit down videos because I'm an OG YouTube girly. I was watching YouTube like 15 years ago when like the majority of YouTube videos were sit down videos. So I just love this style, but I will definitely be putting out vlogs, at least one vlog a month too, if not more, because I don't know if I can really come up with a lot of sit down video ideas. But that is one thing that I would really like to know from you guys. What do you guys want to see? I really want to know, because I want to make content for you guys. So please let me know down below if you prefer sit down style videos or if you prefer vlogs. If you want vlogs, do you like reading vlogs? Obviously, but would you like just like lifestyle vlogs too? And if you like sit down videos, what kind of sit down videos do you like? What can I make for you guys? I'm also really hoping to up my game with the YouTube shorts, so hopefully you will be seeing more shorts from me too. How has your reading taste evolved from last year? Ooh, this is a big one. I feel like last year was like the first year that I really like dove headfirst into reading again. So I was just kind of picking up anything and everything to kind of figure out what my favorite genres were, who my favorite authors were, and I definitely think that I've kind of found my taste. I feel like I can listen to a description of a book and just know immediately if I'm gonna like it. I definitely know what my top genres are, and I know what genres I don't really gravitate towards. 17, booktube creators who inspire you. I love this question so much. My top favorite creators are Sarah Caroli, Destiny Sidwell, Faith. I also really enjoy Lexi, Rachel Catherine. I also really like, I think her name is Janae, and Katie is reading and Carrie can read, and also Reagan. There's lots of creators that I really love, and I probably missed so many. And the last question is something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a bookish account. I say just do it, and to not get discouraged. I think that's the big thing, and I think that's the thing that I have found with myself that I have fallen into a lot. Some people grow quickly and some people grow slowly, and it has nothing to do with you. It's all about just trying to find your audience and the people that really love you. And I am very woo-woo, so I also believe that everyone grows at the right time for them. It's all about divine timing. And keep it fun and 100% be yourself. I guess if I could say anything, really, it's just be yourself. Don't try to be anybody else. Just be who you are and your people will come. But that's it, guys. Those are all 18 questions. That was really fun, actually. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you have answers to these questions too. Let me know if there was any books in this video that you've read before and how you felt about them. Let me know your goals and ambitions for your bookish year. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you in my little bookish corner of BookTube. And until next time, guys, bye!